Well, guys, I really don't want to say it, but I literally told you so. I told you this will happen like weeks in advance, guys. You have no excuses. I told you that the final days of the month, starting from October 20, will be the final, the streak where the streak ends. These massive green days, this massive impulse streak ends. That's basically what you're seeing right now. After that day, it's just non-stop going down, crashing down. The lowest so far is 65k. From 69 all the way to 65, that's like around $4,000, something like that, guys, more or less. I told you this will happen, guys. Look at my previous videos. Look especially in the videos of the last week. Many people were so extasiated, excited. I don't know what to say about them. They were just like bonkers when Bitcoin was reaching 69. And don't get me wrong, guys. Like I told you before, I'm not a bear on crypto. Never have I been a bear. I'm always bullish on crypto. But you have to understand that before we hit the new all-time high, we're going to see some ups and downs. It's just part of the cycle. It's just the nature of the markets. And people, for some reason, they just get carried over by emotions. That's literally most, like 99% of the traders out there. They're just emotions. They're just trading money depending on how the other people do. It's like the sheeple effect, right? It's like the crowd and the masses effect. If they see the masses doing it, they will instantly jump on the bandwagon and do it as well. That's the best way to actually lose your money, guys. Never follow the sheeple, never follow the masses. Always focus on a very strong strategy. A strategy, by the way, that I literally gave away when the month first started. I told you guys. I freaking told you that the last days of the month were going to be the hardest. And I don't know if you guys listening to me right now actually made your own strategies, actually prepare when I warned you. I don't know if any of you guys did. If you did, please drop a comment, because I would like to at least hear some success stories right now, because in my Twitter feed, guys, I just see non-stop crying all day. People that were very, they promise, many other trash influencers, they just promise people that this month will be the month where we actually break 62k and go all the way up. That's just insane, guys. That's just nonsense. You actually need to listen to people like me. I'm the only one who can actually predict the price, who can actually predict the trends, who can actually tell you where the best time to invest is and where the best time to sell is. I'm the only one who does this, guys. And I told you guys weeks in advance, I told you weeks in advance that this will happen. Right now, which is today, is the 23rd of October, we're seeing a complete yellow day, guys. This is where the day started. Somewhere around here, yeah, give or take. This is where the day started. Massive volatility all the way down, 65k, the lowest so far, at least since the Bitcoin reached 69k, and then a massive recovery. But where it stands today, where it's currently at, it's just basically the same position, very similar position. It's a yellow day by the book. Remember, guys, these are my predictions. No one else has them. No one else does this like circle bubble thing that some people think they're bubbles. They're just circles, guys. They're just circles. That's not a bubble, but anyways, no one else has this style, guys. No one, like literally no one in the world. I'm the only one, and especially I'm the only one who has this massive accuracy, guys. I told you guys this will happen. And this is only going to get worse and worse and worse as the days go by and as we near the end of the month, guys. Now, for example, we have another potential yellow day for tomorrow, but it's going to be a yellow day like this one, where it's volatility but trending slightly downwards. That could be very worrying because the next circle after that is a red circle 25 or 26, with the 26 especially being extremely volatile. Now, depending on what happens on that day, we actually hope that that day is going to be like a surprise recovery because it's also shared by a green circle. But given that I told you guys that this is the number one pattern that you must always seek in my predictions, if the last circle of the month is a red circle, we're going to see massive corrections in the final days of the month. That's exactly what I told you. I told you where the best period of the month was going, and this was the period actually ranging from near the start of the month till September 20. It's the peak. And after that, I told you that the final 10 days of the month will be very hard and basically corrections, mostly corrections. And right now we're seeing non-stop corrections. The day of 22 was a slight yellow day, and 21, no, 22 only. Only the 22 of October was a slight yellow day, kind of a cool down from all these massive corrections. But today, another massive correction. And even though it's recovering, it doesn't feel that good, guys. It doesn't feel that good. The price is likely to go even lower. Now, remember, guys, I told you in the very first video of my prediction that I was also getting signals that this month will be a red month, meaning that we will be closing the month lower than we open it. So right now, this is October 1st, the first day of the month, the opening. And we're very close actually, but we're very close to reaching that level again. This is basically 64K approximately. And the lowest so far that today we got is 65K. So that was very close, guys, very close. That could easily happen in the next few days, especially the red circles. Guys, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm always surprised by people in my Twitter feed complaining and crying when I basically share this information for free, guys. You guys really need to value my content, guys, because no one else has this. A lot of influencers, trash people, trash rug pullers, scammers, whatever, they're just interested in making videos and monetizing from this. I actually make money from trading, and I actually teach you and show you how and when is the best time to actually make money from trading. Whatever. Cryptocurrency, stocks, forex, whatever. And I don't know, guys. It just feels sad to me that just people crying when you can, if you actually listen to me, you could actually be profiting like crazy. But anyways, that's the Solana chart. That was the Bitcoin chart. Now let's look at the Solana chart. Very surprising, Solana. Very surprising. Now, Solana is actually behaving like the complete opposite of Bitcoin, guys. This is just incredible. For example, the very first surprise that Solana had, in my last videos, I cover some of these that Solana was outperforming Bitcoin in the least likely days that I was thinking. For example, we get the 19th of October was a red day in the prediction. You can see that it was a yellow day for most of the day until right now. That hour, around the 8 hours of the day, basically continues going up and up and up, and finishes on a higher position. But that is basically nothing compared to what happened on the 20th of October. Massive volatility, shoots all the way up. Very powerful, guys, very powerful. And then it shoots down, but that's basically on the final days. On the final hours. And on the initial hours of the next day, which is October 21, again, more volatility. But this time it's more like, especially right here, it kind of forms like a range. Similar position. Very, very impressive what Solana has been doing. Basically the opposite of what Bitcoin is really, how Bitcoin is performing right now. Basically, like actually the opposite, guys. So I'm sure this has to do with maybe some things. I think it will be the fact that the elections are very near, and many of the biggest and most trusted and profitable meme coins are obviously on Solana, but Many of them are related to Trump or Kamala or whatever happens in the election. They are election-related meme coins. So I'm thinking that will be at least one factor driving Solana all the way up like it is currently. I don't know, guys. It's just my kind of a speculation, but it's very surprising what Solana is doing. Now, for example, we have the 22 of October. This is where the day begins. Basically a yellow day, guys. Kind of closes lower on the final hours. That was not the impulse that I was expecting, but we're getting some massive volatilities on the yellow days, just like I predicted, guys. Just like I predicted, massive volatility. Because remember, that's exactly what the yellow circle represents. It's basically range or volatility. And with Solana, it's basically non-stop volatility on these yellow days. Very powerful. Now, this volatility of the day, again, coincides with the yellow circle, 23 and 24. This is a consecutive day circle. So we're going to see something similar tomorrow, or maybe another form of volatility, which could be very similar to what we saw on the 21 and parts of the 22 of the day of the 22 of October. Maybe something like that could happen tomorrow. Solana has in queue some corrections by the 25 or 26. Again, massive potential for the 26 to be extremely volatile. I think Bitcoin also has this, if I'm not mistaken. That's like what I told you like a couple minutes ago. Yes, it is indeed. So yeah, the 26th of October is going to be very volatile for both. Now, for Solana, we have a correction following that for the 27th of October. Now, depending on what happens, Solana is really performing amazing right now. But depending on what happens right here, we could see the same case scenario that I just told you guys for Bitcoin that will develop for Solana. Maybe it's just going to start a little bit later because Solana is just having a field day right now. This is the highest position so far. But yeah, guys, just don't stop preparing. Even if Solana continues going up and up, just have at least a plan B ready in case things actually go down south. But that's basically all I have for you guys. Again, just remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be seeing you guys next time. Take care.